Here we're working on free falling, and it actually has 3 chords in it. It has G, which you have the chart for. It's basically number 1 finger on the A string, number 2 finger on the E string on the 3rd fret there, and then your 3rd finger all the way down on the little E. So you got this. Now I try to keep my wrist somewhat down so that I arch, because if you don't arch your hands, it's going to sound like this. And that's not what you want. You want this. Okay, so then we move from this G chord, which we strum 1 time. While it's still ringing, you can move your fingers. Okay, so you can go like, and then it's number 1 finger there on the B string 1st fret, number 2 finger on the D string 2nd fret, number 3 finger on the A string 3rd fret, and it strums this twice. Back to the G. And then down to the D. You have the chart that this is this whole song. The whole thing is this. I know, it looks easy, and it will be if you put the time into doing this. These aren't super hard chords. They're what they call basic chords or root chords. And this is really the whole version of Free Fallin'. The whole thing, it just does the whole like. I've changed the key a little bit because the real key is F, but I figure in G it's a little bit easier to play. So anyway, G, C, G, D. Keep in mind that these 3 strings are an actual G chord. So when you're switching from G to C, you can strum the G chord, lift your fingers off, get them in position, put them down on the C, and then go back to the G, strum the C again, then go back to the G. While the G is ringing, you can move your fingers into the D position. So this saves time, just having those strings being able to ring there. Again, it's just G, C, C, G, D, G, C. And that's all there is to like the whole song. Okay, I gave you a chart. You can see when to play the big fat E string is basically when you just play the G. When you play the C, you play from the A string down. Back to the G, you can play the whole guitar. And when you play the D chord, you play from the A string down. Okay? That's all there is to it. So practice and have fun.